Welcome back to Straight Line MTB, and today is a great day for me to try out this big, huge Enduro bike and take it on some cross-country trails. So it's nice and cool out. The summer heat is gone for a moment, so I'm going to take this big 160, 170 millimeter Enduro bike out to the challenge to hit some cross-country style trails. I'm riding with a group of guys, seeing if I can keep up. I know oftentimes we're overbiked and we're really trying to get those big all mountain bikes as like a one bike. So I figure, hey, what a better way to test this big bike than to go take it out on these trails and see what it can do. So let's find out if this is a great all-around bike for me or if it's more focused for the bigger trails and the harder hitting shuttle days. Well, hopefully this isn't an indication of what's to come, because even on the road climb, I'm in the back of the pack. All right, so still back of the pack, coming up on some climbing here. Whew. Definitely feel, being a bigger bike, like these turns are a little, gotta take them a bit slower. And just on the flatter sections, it feels it's more muted, less snappy. When you really want to put the hammer down, kind of just, it's like kicking your teenage kid out of bed at 11. Like, all right. So this bike is pretty efficient for how big it is, so my pedal strokes in open are not lost. But it's just a big bike. Like a Cadillac with a V8. So this is a pretty sustained climb for a minute, which is not exciting. So I'm imagining having a lighter trail style bike where in like this section where I'm just kind of getting there, a trail bike would just, love this flat section and just want to go. This is modern Enduro bikes. They just pedal so well. Comparing it to bikes even 5 years ago. The C-tube angle, especially on this Meta, it's like this thing has hardly any suspension movement when you're just sitting pedaling. Yeehaw! All right, the payoff is here. We just climbed that big mountain. Now we're gonna come down. Whoa! Now the Meta is like, what's up? This is where I like straight line it. Got Raphael leading the show here. Even with these turns, I can feel that wheelbase, but it gives a lot of confidence here. Whoa. Yeah. Muévete, let me see if I can get up there. Probably not, but.
Dude, if Raph can't do it. Dude, I gotta get a picture.
Oh, I didn't think, I thought I was gonna fall in that slick part. Holy cow. So it's like this section where, I mean, I won't say this bike is not fun. It's just, for me, the maneuverability and just kind of going around. And you want that snap out of that pedal when you're kind of on the flats and out of those turns. That's where I feel trail bikes would be more fun, or even maybe the Ritmo AF I have. You definitely don't have to focus on line choice as much. And again, ghosted by the pack. So on the flat, I felt like I was moving pretty decent. Once I get into the uphill, feel a little more drag. Yeah. Wrong gear. Motor's up that chunk. Just freaking awesome. I love it. Like I said, you don't have to pick a line, you just go for it. There we go. Turning those little rollers into jumps and drops. Whoa. We'll come around. Big line here. All right. It'll save you. These big bikes will save you. So you'll want to keep your momentum on the downs to get you up the ups. Oh, here we go. Bash guard, friends. That was a smack to the grill. Natural features. Oh, yeah, not that way. Although coming down that way is a blast. That sketchy uphill is actually a little downhill.
Dude, look at the meta. That eating it up.
So, all right, we want to get our momentum here because it's going to be a quick down to a quick up if I remember. Oh yeah, we're getting maintain that speed. This is where we catch people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, almost 7 miles in. Starting to feel it. Straight line it. Shit, sorry. My foot jumped right off. All right, some more downhill, I think. Well, cross-country style downhill. Whoa, holy macaroni. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Ooh. The dust. It's hard to follow. All right, so back from the ride, few takeaways. Yes, this is a big bike, and I know a lot of us are riding, they're trying to get away with riding those big 160 millimeter travel bikes everywhere. And the awesome thing is the new breed of bikes, they're really capable and awesome, especially just thinking about this bike, the AM Meta. It just has very good efficiency when you're climbing. It doesn't bob, but it is a big, heavy, long bike. So just thinking about that, struggled a little bit on the longer part of the ride. So once we were starting getting to the 10 and 13 miles, I was feeling that weight. I was getting a little tired trying to keep up with some of the faster guys. It's doable, and I really think it boils down to your ability level and your fitness level and really what you're into. For me, I love having a big bike as well as a more trail-oriented bike. So I would probably opt to have, big enduro bike for those big days that we're hitting shuttles or going to the bike park or just hitting the harder laps. And then a trail bike where I can ride cross-country style trails and more trail oriented things to get you up the hill a little bit easier. The benefits of riding a big bike is that I really feel like I don't have to choose my line. I can just take this bike straight. Even going uphill, this bike, these big bikes have great traction. Even just sitting and spinning, I cleared a lot of obstacles that I probably wouldn't have on my smaller bikes. And then obviously on the downhills, you're just gonna shred and just kill it on the downs. But that could be part of a con for some people, is that if, on the flats, it's not as lively. It's gonna be more muted on the trail. You're gonna have to react a little bit sooner on the turns. Some of the hairpin turns that we were riding, I was coming off the trail a bit. The benefit of having a big bike is that once you go out to those big trails, you're really just serving it up, having that fun. These bikes will really save you on some of the more technical stuff, where on a smaller bike, you'll have a bit of an issue where you're gonna have to choose your line or maybe have some oops moments where you're hitting the ground. So that's what my takeaway from these big enduro bikes on cross-country style trails. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know, what are you riding? Do you like riding a big all mountain bike everywhere, or do you like to have a trail bike to get some of that speed on those cross-country trails? Again, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on all the social media platforms, especially Instagram at _MTB and TikTok. Boom. Thanks, guys. See ya.